That's Random Podcast. I am your host, that guy Nerdy G, and today we back with another one. And where's my mind at today? It is on sequels. What sequels? The most anticipated sequel of them all, Coming to America 2, coming out next week, March 5th. Get ready. Be ready. Amazon Prime. I'm there. I like the cast. I'm excited. I'm excited. That's all I can say. I'm excited about Coming to America 2. That's it, point blank. But I am a little skeptical. Because we all know that there's good sequels, there's bad sequels, and then there's sequels that never should have been in existence whatsoever. Period, hands down, point blank. Don't know why they made them, but they did. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of run you through some of the things that I think are great sequels, some of the things that I think are bad sequels. And I'm going to talk about, this cast of Coming to America 2. Talk to you about my nerves that I have with Coming to America 2, just because, it's been so long from the original. And it's kind of like, do you really want to come back and make this happen now, or why? You know what I'm saying? Everybody know who Randy Watson is. Everybody know McDowell's. Halloween costumes. People are dressing up, and this is a movie. This is just that. This is a part of history. Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy, you got to give it up to him, right? You got to give it up to him for putting together a piece of work that is just amazing, that can stand the test of time, and that still has us hype today about something that happened back in the 80s. And we all pumped up and we ready to get into this movie. We ready to see this movie. We ready to see what it's going to be. And I'm excited. Looking at the cast, I'm kind of excited. But I don't want to start with the jittery stuff, the stuff that's going to give me anxiety and everything like that. I'm not going to start with that. So let's talk about some of these sequels. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm going to bounce back and forth between good sequels and bad sequels. There are some that should just never been made. There's some that we can stand up, give a round of applause to. We know what it is. Just that simple. We know exactly what it is, but it is what it is. So let's start with a good sequel. Let's get a good taste in our mouth. What is considered a good sequel? Batman, The Dark Knight. Not The Dark Knight Returns, The Dark Knight. That's the one with the Joker, for those who don't truly follow or don't know. But the one with Heath Ledger, the one with the Joker, that is probably about as perfect as you can get to a follow-up sequel, including any Toy Story. Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, great bodies of work for sequels or follow-up movies. Great. What's some bad ones? Tokyo Drift. Mamma Mia, here we go again. Why would you? Okay, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious. Let me say it that way. Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift. Even when I think what they up to Fast and Furious 9 now, or whatever the hell it is. But even when you put that in there and you say, okay, let me try to put the movies in chronological order, it still doesn't come out the way that you would think it would come out. It doesn't. It's bad. It's like, why insert this? And I get Vin Diesel didn't have creative control over it at that point in time, or whatever was going on with the studios, but that was garbage. That was grade A garbage. Who previewed this movie and said it's good to go? Nobody. Somebody, because they made it. They put it out. I can even say the same thing about Fast 2, even with Tyrese in there. The way that Tyrese's character was from Fast 2, look at this character then, and then look at the revamped version of his character. Two different Romans. Look at Fast 2, and then look at the rest of the movies that he's in. Totally different. But okay, keep it pushing, right? Let's keep it pushing. Another good Another good sequel. Or let me not rush past. Well, no, we can go. Let's go to another one. 48 Hours. Another 48 Hours. That was a good movie for what it was. I mean, I get it, buddy cop type deal. That was pretty decent. That was a pretty decent movie. Not saying that it was like the best, but it's one that if it came on the television, you're gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. You're gonna watch. Hands down. It's fine. It's cool. We watch. Not a problem. Tokyo Drift come on. I'm not watching. Matter of fact, I don't even see them playing Tokyo Drift when they do the Fast Furious rundown for the whole day. Tokyo Drift is never there. Horrible. That's the worst of the worst. And let me get off of that Tokyo Drift because it seems like I'm just kind of like sticking it to them. I am. Because it's horrible. It's a horrible movie. Sorry. Moving forward. Let me upset you nerds out there. Thor, Dark World. Horrible. Horrible movie. Even though they tried to work that into the TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like the aftermath of it, that movie still sucked. Hands down, that movie sucked, period. It's not one of the Marvel movies that I watch when I go back and I watch movies. It's not one of the ones that I watch. It's just like, you could have did better. You know you could have done better, but you chose otherwise. And that's fine. Is it fine? I don't know, not really. But you chose. Some of you lovely Blade Runners. Blade Runner 2049. Really? Some things you just leave alone. That being one. You just leave it alone. You just leave it alone. Why continue? Okay. Another good sequel. Deadpool 2. Deadpool, the first and the second, equally great. Good movies. You can say what you want to say about Ryan Reynolds. He was born to play the role of Deadpool. He nails Deadpool. He nails the character. The plot of the movie, good, decent. Got some X-Men in there, decent. It's about jokes still on par. Setting up for something bigger after that. Yeah, that was good. Spinoff movies from a movie, good, right? Bad Boys 3, you can keep it. Bad Boys 3, you can keep it. Love Bad Boys 2, but you can keep Bad Boys 3. And then I get that they were trying to set up a spinoff show or spinoff for Bad Boys 3, but instead we got the spinoff of Bad Boys 2 with Sid's character and Gabrielle Union reprising her role as Sid in LA Finest. You can catch that on Netflix. Not a plug for that show because that show sucks too. Maybe it's the show or maybe it's just the characters in there. Maybe it's the actors or the actresses because we all know, if you follow me, you know that I don't really care for Gabrielle Union as an actress. The best movie I think she's done or the best movie I think she's been in, Cadillac Records. Cadillac Records. Think about her part of Cadillac Records and then get back to me. Is she the worst of the worst? No, she's not because they keep hiring her. But for whatever reason, I feel that she plays the same character in every single movie. And I can't shake her from one movie to the next, if that makes sense. Like, take the guy who played Two-Face. He's been in other movies, but I only can see him as Two-Face. I don't know his name, and that's rude, but he's Two-Face to me. Christian Bale. I thought once I saw American Psycho, I told myself I would never be able to see this man as any character in another role. He gave me 3 Batman movies, and I totally forgot about American Psycho. Off on the rant. Sorry. Back to sequels. There are movies like cult classic, cult movies that we love. I'm going to call Lethal Weapon a cult movie because Lethal Weapon 1, Lethal Weapon 2, good. 3, 4, when they brought in Chris Rock, why? You shouldn't. That was no. You were good. You was done. You should have stopped at 3. And really, you should have stopped at 2. But I mean, I get it. You want to go get that bag. You want to go grab that money. You should stop. Same thing with Beverly Hills Cop 3. Even though I do like Beverly Hills Cop 3, I understand Beverly Hills Cop 3 didn't do well in the movie theater. Eddie Murphy has been on record saying only reason why he did it, they offered him $50 million. Well, $50 million, you said Beverly Hills Cops 3. Yeah, I'll be there. Even though I do like the movie, but it's not Beverly Hills Cop 1. It's not Beverly Hills Cop 2. 3, even though I like it, they could have kept it. Another good sequel, Gremlins, the second one. That one is probably a sequel that I can say that is on par to be better than the first. There's not many sequels that are better than the first. The Dark Knight, better than Batman Begins, hands down. Better than The Dark Knight Rises. Gremlins 2, better than the first Gremlins. Easy. There's too many great moments in there. Everybody knows about the female gremlin, a.k.a. Black China. We know about that one. They got the little bat gremlin in there. They got the little gargoyle gremlin in there. They got the gremlin that was talking and doing the news and then turned around, was smoking a cigarette and turned around and shot the guy. It was great. Better than the first one. Not so many people can do that and pull off a better sequel than the first. Am I asking for Coming to America 2 to be better than the first? I don't think so. I'm not going to set the bar that high for Coming to America 2 because I already know what Coming to America is by itself. So many quotables, so many wonderful songs, so many wonderful moments in there. Bark like a dog. Arf, arf. Bark like a big dog. Oh, oof. Who doesn't remember that? I was laughing. Been laughing. Still laughing. I can put that movie on today and I still will laugh. Hands down. I'm going to laugh at that movie whether you believe it or not. You will too. If you like comedy. That's the way I can say it. If you like comedy, you're going to laugh at that movie. Let's see. Another sequel that is probably another sequel franchise that is probably doing something that probably won't be done again for a long time. And yes, I'm talking about John Wick. John Wick 2 and 3 compared to John Wick 1 is just kind of like, wow. I've never seen sequels catch fire. Second one and the third one to catch fire like the very first John Wick. Like, wow. Everybody was on it. I guess they're waiting on John Wick 4 if there's going to be one. I think there is going to be a John Wick 4. Will it have as much steam as 2 and 3 did? I don't think so. I don't know, but who knows? They could probably pull this dang on rabbit out the hat because right now they already completed the hat trick. John Wick 1, 2, and 3. I'm watching them when they come on. All 3 of them, back to back. They don't skip the third one. They don't just show 1 and 2. They show all 3. That's good. That is great. That team and whoever's putting those movies together, they're doing a great job. Keep doing it. We look at the Blade movies. Okay, I rock with Blade 1. I don't care for Blade Trinity. I don't care for Blade 2, not really. It's okay, but I wouldn't. It's not something that I'm going to say, hey, it's on. I'm not going to go look for it. Even if I see that it's on, I might look for something else before I actually watch Blade 2. I'll stroll through the channels again a second time just to make sure. Didn't go that way. I don't know. More people probably feel different. Okay. Let me catch you with. Let me hit some of you book fans with a bad sequel. Hunger Games, Catching Fire, bad sequel, very bad sequel. Why? I get it. It's a book. It's an adaptation of a book, and sometimes if you don't have the right people together, you're not gonna get the book to translate well to the silver screen. And that's okay. I'm not asking you to. I'm not asking you to, but just know that sequel was bad. That sequel was bad. Same with the Maze Runner. Didn't care for those either. The sequels weren't as good as we thought they were going to be. And it's okay for us to say that. So that's fine. That's totally fine. We don't have any issues with that. I don't have any issues with that. You shouldn't have any issues with that. So fine, cool. Book people. There you go. Let's see who I covered. The Blade Runners. I covered your Back to the Future 3. That was horrible. I don't care for the Back to the 3. I think that's the one with the trains. I think that's the one with the trains. Yeah, horrible. Stop. Sometimes you probably can win with the second one, but don't go for a third. Don't go for a third. Unless you're an animation movie. Shrek, Toy Story, Incredibles 2 is good, and I think the reason why that one was good because of the nostalgia. And if you really guys break Incredibles 2 down, it's kind of just a re-engineered story of the first one with just some minor adjustments. Instead of it being Mr. Incredible, it was his wife. If you didn't see that, I don't know what to tell you. But that's it. That's fine. That's cool. Whatever. So, yeah, we'll move on from there. We'll keep that pushing. But there's good sequels and bad sequels, and I think you guys kind of have an idea of what a good sequel is and what to expect from a good sequel. I don't have to beat a dead horse. I don't have to have you sitting up here wondering. But what is it that you expect when a sequel comes out of a very popular movie? And that's one of the things that I guess we would have to look for. Me personally, I'm not going to put too much weight on this. I'm excited because they're bringing back all of the living original cast. All of the original living cast. That's James Earl Jones. It's James Amos. Louis Anderson, who I thought was freaking dead. I thought Louis Anderson was dead, but I'm glad he's not, and I'm glad he's going to be in this movie. I love that. I love that they're bringing. I love that they're bringing him back. I love that I'm loving that they're bringing everyone back. They're even bringing back Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show. I can't really pronounce her name, but I'm glad that they're bringing her back as well. I'm happy and excited about some of the additions. Wesley Snipes, Tiana Taylor, Leslie, Big Les. I love Big Les. I don't know that comedian right there. She just Big Les, what's up? I see you. You funny. I likes that. I really do. I likes that. You a funny person. Continue to be funny. I want to see you do more movies. I want to see you in more shit. Like, for real. Keep doing your thing, Big Les. And then they got some of these new people, coming up. Tracy Morgan is gonna be hilarious in anything that he does. I love Tracy Morgan. Period. Not bro man. I'm tripping. That's Hustle Man from Martin. You know what I'm saying? 16 cheese, Chief. 16 cheese, Chief. That's him. Love it. Michael Blackson's gonna be in here. He's finally going. Hopefully, it'll be funny if they have him in this movie and he doesn't even play an African role. That'll be funny. But Linnell's in this movie. Rick Ross is gonna be in this movie. I'm just excited to see who all is. I'm anxious. I'm happy to see what the end product is gonna be. Simple. I'm just happy. I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see what is going to be. Just that. That's just me. Um, I'm loving the interviews that they're doing, Eddie and Arsenio, because I'm getting to hear the beautiful thing is we're getting to hear some of their stories and how the movie came about, even how the second sequel came about. I know he said Ryan Coogler had approached him and wanted to do something with Michael B. Jordan, and the storyline was going to be like Michael was going to be his Michael B. Jordan was going to be his son in the movie, and then he was like, well, no, I kind of don't want to do another movie about my son, because technically the first movie was about a king's son. So I get him on that part. He passed up on it. Hopefully we don't regret that in the movie. You know what I mean? Like I say, good sequel. The sequel's coming, so we'll see. We'll see. The camaraderie between Arsenio and Eddie, them saying, you know, we've always remained friends. We've always been friends. Hearing the story how they met and Keenan Ivory Wayans introduced them, and it kind of like started from there. So hearing things like that, and that's exciting in itself, because you get to hear how some of the people that you admire got together and how they worked on the project together and put something together. Then the ideal of, okay, what made you guys say yes to what made you say yes to the sequel? And Eddie said it was the fact that they were when the technology came to de-age him, that was one of the factors that kind of pushed him over the hump to say, yeah, let's do it, because we had to go back and had to add a scene in there to say, hey, I was drunk one night, blah, blah, blah. How did this happen? Because we didn't see this in the first movie, or we didn't even know, it wasn't implied that he had sex or did anything with any of these women, right? He met Lisa McDowell, and that was his queen from Queens, you know? So that's going to be interesting to see that scene acted out in the movie. To see Wesley in a comedic role other than Tu Wong Fu, that's going to be interesting. The trailer has me rolling at already. And then Tiana Taylor is supposed to be his daughter in the movie. I just don't know. I mean, I'm laughing, I'm smiling. I just don't really know what to expect. But if it's going to be anything less than stellar than what the first one, or even if it lives up to half of what the first one was, it'll be great. And hopefully, you know, my kids and whoever watched this movie can be talking about this movie for 20 years down the line to come, because I think that's kind of what you kind of aim for, right? I mean, of course, you want to put out good product. You want to put out a good movie. You want to put out something that people enjoy. Eddie's an artist. Arsenio is an artist. No, Arsenio, let me rephrase that. Arsenio said himself in an interview, he is a stand-up. He's a stand-up comedian. Eddie Murphy is an artist because not only does he sing, not only does he play his instrument, not only does he do stand-up comedy, not only is he an actor, not only is he just gifted, you know, even when he thinks of himself, he doesn't think of himself as just one lane of a person. He thinks of himself as an artist, you know. And even when he spoke about his legacy, he said he doesn't think about his career. He thinks about his children. His children are his legacy. And we know he's real big on family. He has a big family, and you know, it's Eddie. You know, and I love that about him. I love the fact that, you know, we still want him to come out and play. We still want him to come out and give us content. Same way we done with Dave Chappelle. We want the Chappelle content. Chappelle is giving us the content, and every time he drops something, we're running Netflix, boop, and we're cutting it on. Anything they say about him, we going to look. We feel the same way about Eddie. I don't know. I feel the same way about Kevin. And I know a lot of people say, "Oh, Kevin Hart's not funny." What? So it's not but that's okay. That's cool. That's how it works, though, right? We want our people to be. We're happy with our people, and we want that to be just that. Like, we want our greats to continue to be great. We want our greats to continue to put out top of the line content. And that's fine. They can put out top of the line content. We're fine with that. I'm fine with that. So let's make it happen. I mean, we can't force them to put it out. But when they say that, hey, that role wasn't right for me, or that script wasn't right for me, I appreciate that. When they say they want to try something different, or they don't want to keep doing the same roles because they don't want to be characterized, because I can just imagine having like a catchphrase or something, and every time I step outside of my home, somebody's yelling it to me. I mean, there was Eddie talked about it in one of his stand-ups, and I want to say it was Raw, where he goes, they come out and they go, "Hi, Mr. Fuck You," and he's like, "No, that's not the joke. That's there's more to the joke than just fuck you." And so I get it 100%. So of course we don't want to do that. I mean, we want to allow our legends and our greats to be great and let them breathe and give us something. Even though this is a sequel movie, it's going to be great. I honestly feel that it's going to be great. I feel that it's going to be a great movie. It's going to be a very enjoyable movie. I'm happy about the cast. Like I said, I already said it once before. I'm happy about the cast. I didn't name everybody that was going to be in here, but it's going to be a lot of people, a lot of recognizable faces. And when you see these faces, you're going to be like, okay, what are their roles? How is this all going to play out? I'm happy. That's coming out in a week. Like, we're getting good content. I know 2020 was kind of a shit show and content was very low, but the clip is reloaded. Some people have reloaded the clip. Some people have loaded up a brand new clip, and they're getting ready to unload on us. HBO Max is unloading on us. Disney Plus is unloading on us. This was to be expected. This was to be expected. So I can't wait. I can't wait. Right? You got your WandaVision, you got your Falcon and Winter Soldier. Then they're gonna roll right back into, I think, the Loki, and then there's some Star Wars stuff coming. HBO Max, you got your Black Judas, you got your Justice League Snyder Cut coming, then you got the Mortal Kombat movie that's coming. Like, these streaming services aren't playing. And then I can't even forget about the Game of Thrones prequel series that they got coming. HBO Max is gearing up, and they're dropping not only that, but some originals. If you go check out some of their originals, they are freaking amazing. DC, I know that they're working their stuff out over there at Warner Brothers, and they're putting that stuff on HBO Max. And I'm happy for all content that is coming out right now. I can honestly tell you that literally the only thing that I've been watching is WandaVision. I've watched WandaVision. I watched Black Judas. I have not seen a lick of any other TV. I haven't seen a lick of any other TV. Of course, I'm focusing and practicing on my working on my craft, getting things a little bit better, writing a couple of scripts. You guys are going to see some things. Webisodes going to be on the website, on the YouTube and the website. Check out Nerdy's Umbrella on YouTube, and we'll work that out. I'll put the link in the description. It's going to be beautiful. It is going to be beautiful, and I'm hoping that it doesn't take me away from my work of what I'm doing, or I will just have to kind of set a day to the side and binge watch, and I'm fine with that. Like, that's what some people do on the weekends anyway. They don't go out. They don't leave the comforts of their own home, and they binge watch. Like, even with my anime, like, I have a list of anime that I need to watch, and I normally don't watch anime during the daytime For some odd reason, I have this infinity that I have to watch anime after 11 p.m. and I can binge watch anime from 11 p.m. to like probably like 3 o'clock in the morning. 3, maybe I might push it to 4, but 3 is probably my cutoff for me before I start getting sleepy on the anime. But 11 p.m. to 3 p.m. late night, any night of the week, that's my anime hours. I know that sounds weird, but it's just kind of how I watch it. But putting in work, sequels, we know what a good sequel is. We know what a bad sequel is. Coming to America 2 is coming in less than a week. Well, in a week. It's coming in a week, depending on when you hear this. It's coming in a week, or it's already out, or it's about to come out. I'm excited. I know the people that are around me, they're excited. So we'll make it work. However it goes, it goes. But it is what it is. I'm excited. Watch Coming to America 2 is going to be on Amazon Prime. Please, everybody, don't try to watch it once. Amazon, make sure that y'all servers and shit can handle the capacity, because I don't want to have to deal with trying to watch the movie and it crash and it says something wrong with the site. So fix that shit already. Get it, lock it in, do what you need to do. Yeah. But until then, I'm out. You guys know who I am. I'm that guy Nerdy G. Catch me on my Instagram at that guy Nerdy G. Catch me anywhere on my socials. Check out the new website. Link in the description. It's been real. I'm Nerdy. I'm out.